Coming off a 1-1 weekend last week against South Medford, the Roseburg Indians return home and face off against the North Medford Black Tornado here at Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field. Now, Uretsky, happy to be with you this afternoon as the Indians are now 5-3 on the season, 2-1 in league play, taking on a very good North Medford team who always consistently is towards the top of the Southwest Conference standings. Right now, they find themselves at 6-2, just 1-0 in league play overall. These two teams, if you're looking at the OSAA rankings, the Indians find themselves at number 8. North Medford, they're number 7. Should be a good one here this afternoon on a cloudy, little humid, little bit of drizzly day here in Roseburg. Indians coming off a 4-0 victory in game number 2 of the doubleheader against South Medford on Saturday. They lost game number 1 7-0, won game number 2 4-0, and a really good week overall, 2-1 in the week. They also got a win against Willamette last Wednesday after their game on Tuesday was postponed till the Wednesday day, and they picked up a 15-3 victory against Willamette, winning in 5 innings. Jake Johnson in that game against Willamette, 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs. 2 walks and 10 strikeouts for Jake Johnson, who's actually going to get the start here today, just 6 days after that impressive performance against the Wolverines. But the big story this past weekend was on Saturday, game number 2, that 4-0 win. Well, it was a complete game no-hitter for Tanner Wirtz, the freshman for Roseburg. 7 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, just 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, just went 1 over the minimum. Also was able to get a double play earlier in the game, and I think there was another play where a runner was able to reach base on a hit by pitch. And so just 1 over the minimum because he was able to get that double play. Impressive stuff for Tanner Wirtz. Again, just a freshman, the 5 strikeouts, only 1 walk and a no-hitter, 7 innings pitched against South Medford in the doubleheader. Indians had Luke Robbins and Jake Johnson each pick up 2 hits. Luke was 2 for 3 with a run scored plus an RBI. He had a double in the contest. Jake Johnson 2 for 3 with an RBI as well. Cal Robbins went 1 for 3 with a run scored, and Paxton Burke went 1 for 3 with a run scored as well. Also picked up a walk in the performance. Indians walked twice in that game for that 4-0 win. 8 hits overall for Roseburg. Again, no runs, no hits for South Medford. Indians no errors as well. Going to try to keep the defense clean once again. North Medford, they're coming off a 1-1 weekend against Bed. They lost 3-5 in game number 1, gave 4 runs in the 3rd inning after leading 2-0 after the first 2 innings. Cade Patterson had a 2 for 3 day with 2 runs scored. Mason Baker pitched 6 innings, allowed 5 runs on 7 hits, 3 earned runs, plus 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. Game number 2, they actually trailed 3-0 through 4 innings before they exploded for a 5-run 5th inning. Ended up winning the game 5-4 against the Lava Bears. Tate Snyder went 2 for 3 with a run scored. Jake Payton went 1 for 3 with an RBI and a strikeout. They had just 3 hits in the game, but were able to score 5 total runs. A 5-4 win for North Medford to improve to 6-2 on the overall season. 1-0 are the Black Tornado in league play. Roseburg 2-1. Looking to keep it up and go to 3-1 before facing off against Sprague tomorrow. A new game added to the schedule earlier this past week, and so Sprague, another non-league opponent, going to be coming to town tomorrow. No games on Saturday. No Southwest Conference doubleheader, at least this week. But we do get 2 games. So Roseburg taking on North Medford this afternoon. First pitch coming up in about 9 minutes or so. So we'll take our first timeout, 2-minute timeout, and when we return, we'll talk things over with Coach Thompson here on 541radio.com and The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Welcome back to the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. Let them make the run to the dump for you. Call Roseburg Disposal at 673-7122. Now, Uretsky here with Coach Thompson. And, Coach, a doubleheader last weekend. Your overall thoughts on your performance against South Medford?
Well, it's kind of a tale of two games in that one. I thought game one, I thought South Medford's pitcher did a great job of keeping us off balance and limiting our opportunities, and thus kind of making that game what it was. They did a good job on the mound, and we didn't have very good offensive performance. So that's kind of the story of game one. That was an easy one. But game two, kind of reversal for us. We got obviously a great performance out of our guy on the mound, and then had enough offense to push those runs across and make it work, make it stand, and come out of there with the split after you lose game one is about the best you can do and the best you can hope for. So as it turned out, that's what we got, and a lot of positives throughout the day, not only in game two, but in game one. But in game two, it was great to see the pitching performance by Danner Wirtz, obviously. A big day for him, and some nice performances at the plate for several of our hitters as well. So hopefully that trend continues here today against, once again, another league opponent and another very, very good quality opponent in North Medford here today.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned Danner Wirtz, obviously an impressive performance for him, a no-hitter. When during this offseason did you think that you'd get that out of him? I mean, he's just a freshman. He's out there and already been able to make an impact.
Well, I don't think you ever think any of your arms are going to, have those kind of numbers or have that kind of performance. You hope those things could happen. And with their hard work and the time they put in, you hope good things happen for all your players and certainly your pitchers as well. And for him to come out and do that at any grade in school, is a tremendous accomplishment, and that's a great thing. Thinking that was going to happen, obviously we hope every player on our team is going to be a contributor and be able to be a positive impact on the time that they get on the field. And for him to come in, this being his first year in the program, and make that positive impact, not only in his last start, but at the plate here in his offensive chances as well, and defensively at first base as well. He's done a great job, like many of our players had, our first-year guys coming in with an opportunity. And he just happened to put up a great performance there on Saturday, which is neat to see and fun to see from him. And he's put in a lot of time and energy and effort into being there, and he did a great job with the opportunity he had.
A little bit of a unique week this week. No games on Saturday, but you have a non-league game tomorrow. How are things different procedurally for you guys?
They're not. We come into Tuesday with our single league opponent here, like we have today. So our last several days of practice have been the same. And then tomorrow we get right back on it and have a great chance against another great team coming out of Salem Sprague High School tomorrow. And then, our week will look different after that, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, with obviously no Saturday doubleheader for us this week. So we'll change some things up practice-wise and do some things, and then come back next week and be ready to go on our Tuesday single as well.
Walking over here, you and the other coaches were talking about the games against North Medford last year. What do you remember about those games, and what's different about them this season as you face them the first time?
Well, the thing about playing our league opponents, and certainly with North Medford in our time that we've been here at Roseburg High School, a lot of quality ball games, a lot of quality players have played in the North Medford, Roseburg, single or double headers through the years, and last year was no exception. They got a great pitching performance from their guy in game one last year, single game, and we matched it and were able to get them late, I believe, in extra innings in that one. So I expect nothing but the same here today. They're a very good club year in and year out, and have been for a long time. So another great opportunity for us to get on the field with another quality opponent, and we look forward to that. And hopefully we come out today and do the things you need to do to stay competitive. We'll get good pitching and play solid defense, and hopefully some opportunistic hitting. And if that happens for us, then good things can happen at the end of the night here.
Lastly, heading into this game, what do you want to see from your squad to improve upon what you've already done this season?
Just more of the same. Like I said, we've got to continue our work on the mound with our starters, giving us quality innings and quality outs there, and give our offense a chance to respond and score and stay in a ball game. We've got to continue to work defensively to eliminate any errors and potential big innings for our opponent. And if those things do happen, we've got to continue to work at playing through that and make the next play and make the next out and get off the field to get back to offense. So more of the same. Baseball is kind of a funny game, and you got to do the same things well over and over again. So we're going to continue to try to work on those things, which would be our pitching and our playing solid defense and having a chance offensively to be aggressive and to score some runs.
Awesome. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
So that was Coach Thompson ahead of this matchup against North Medford. Roseburg versus North Medford. 5-3 versus 6-2. Should be a good one here today at Bill Gray Legion Stadium champion Car Wash Field. Got one more timeout to get in. Special thanks once again to Roseburg Disposal. Let them make the run to the dump for you. Call Roseburg Disposal at 673-7122. 1 minute timeout here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Always handled my own finances, but I need help.
Get a better understanding of your finances. At Palm Wealth Management, we care about your priorities and help restore financial security. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
How should I be investing my money?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor. Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Welcome back here to champion Car Wash Field. Starting lineup for the North Medford Black Tornado. Easton Curtis leading things off, the center fielder, followed by Dominic Daffron, the pitcher. Brady Patterson, the catcher, batting third. Ben Morgan, the shortstop in the 4 spot. Mason Baker, the DH, batting behind him in the 5 hole. Colton Miller, the left fielder, batting 6th. Jake Payton, the right fielder, batting 7th. Cade Pedersen, the first baseman, batting 8th. And Tate Snyder, the second baseman, rounding things out. Defensively for Roseburg, Dane St. Clair in center field. A.J. Black in left field. Fletcher Coleman out in right. Paxton Burke, the shortstop. Cal Robbins at third, Caden Austin at second, Danner Wirtz at first, Amos Bowers catching behind the plate. And on the mound today is Jake Johnson. So getting set here, Johnson on the mound. First pitch comes in, and it is a strike. We're underway here at 4:31. So just a second later than expected nonetheless. A overcast day here in Roseburg, about 58 degrees, the current temperature. Breaking ball grounded out to the left side, foul. See on the camera right now, got to shift it a little bit so the window is getting caught on the live video stream, which you can find online at 541radio.com. I'll fix that during the half inning. No balls in, 2 strikes from Johnson to Easton Curtis. Pitch is upstairs high. And it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count. Johnson, the right-hander, winds and fires. Swing and a miss, picks up a strikeout. And down goes Easton Curtis. First strikeout for Johnson, 1 out on the board. And he'll now bring up Dominic Daffron. So Daffron, the right-handed hitter, into the box. First pitch to him. Hits him. Wore it right on the shoulder, and so He'll head to first base. A hit by pitch by Jake Johnson. Currently no rain, though driving over to the ballpark, it was drizzling a little bit. Definitely a humid day here in Roseburg. It was 78 degrees over the weekend, down to 58 degrees, a cool 20 degrees cooler. Should warm up by the end of the week. Runner at first. Johnson out of the stretch. First pitch is popped in the air. Out of play, foul. So here's Brady Patterson, a sophomore. Three-hole hitter this season for North Medford. The 0-1. Looked at, catches the zone on the outside part of the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Special thanks to our sponsor, Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call 541-459-1545. No balls and 2 strikes with a runner at first and 1 out. Here's the pitch. Popped in the air out towards the first base side, out of play. So looking at the field today, it's a little bit different than the last time I was here. I took a week off, went up to Canada, visited my family. Joey was here last weekend as they put in the brand new fences out on the field. The 0-2 misses outside, gets past Amos Bowers, and advancing over to second base is Daffron. So pass ball advances the runner. 1 ball and 2 strikes with now a runner in scoring position for North Medford here in the top of the first inning. So they added the on-field fences so the players can get up out of the dugout to watch. 1-2, popped out of play to the third base side. So to do the 1-2 one more time. Jake Johnson last week, again against Willamette, threw 5 innings, a complete game for him. It was a 15-3 victory for Roseburg, so didn't have to go the full 7. Swing and a miss on the 1-2. Second strikeout for Johnson. He had 10 of them in the game against Willamette in the 5 innings last Wednesday, and now starts his day with 2 strikeouts, a hit by pitch, and now a runner in scoring position with 2 away for North Medford. Brings up Ben Morgan. First pitch in the turf and gets behind Bowers. Advancing over to now third base is the runner in Daffron. So 1 ball and no strikes. Runner at third here in the top of the first. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball from Johnson. Comes in at the knees for a strike. 1-1. Really beautiful pitch from Johnson that broke in. Able to catch it right on the low inside corner, right next to the left knee of the batter in Morgan. 1-1. Lifted in the air out towards right field. Foul territory. Works the first baseman chasing after it with Fletcher Coleman, and it's out of range for both of them. Drops foul. Johnson gets ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Indians today wearing their white uniforms, white jerseys, orange numbers, black trim. Roseburg written across the chest. North Medford, black jerseys, red numbers with a white trim. The 1-2 pitch, lined foul to the first base side. So the Black Tornado battling a little bit here in the top of the first. Johnson looking for his 3rd strikeout ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes with the runner at third. We're going to keep it scoreless, 0-0 here in the top of the first. The 1-2. Grounded out towards the right side of the infield. Caden Austin, the second baseman, picks it up and throws to first base to end the inning. Jake Johnson allows 1 runner thanks to a hit by pitch. He's stranded at third. No runs and no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. 0-0 the score here on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you can be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Welcome back here to Champion Car Wash Field. Nate Uretsky, happy to be with you this afternoon. 0-0 the score as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Starting lineup now for the Roseburg Indians. Leading things off is going to be Paxton Burke, the shortstop. Dane St. Clair, the center fielder, batting second. Cal Robbins, the third baseman, batting third. Jake Johnson, the pitcher, hitting for himself in the fourth spot. Luke Robbins, DHing today for Amos Bowers. He's going to be batting fifth. A.J. Black, the left fielder, batting sixth out in left field. Danner Wirtz, the first baseman, batting seventh. Fletcher Coleman, the right fielder, batting eighth. And Caden Austin, second baseman, rounds out the Roseburg starting lineup. First pitch, grounded towards the left side by Burke. Picking it up is the shortstop Morgan. The throw to first base, not in time. So Burke beats it out. Runner at first after the hit from Roseburg. So an infield hit for Paxton Burke. Brings up Dayton St. Clair. Runner at first in the 0-0 game. St. Clair, the left-handed hitter, checks his swing, takes down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. So Dominic Daffron, pitcher today for North Medford. Right-hander had a lot of success last season against Roseburg across 3 games through a total of 16 1/3 innings. About 10 of them in 1 game, an extra inning game against the Tribe. Throw back to first base, diving back there safely is Burke. 1 ball and no strikes to St. Clair, still the 2-hole hitter today in center field. 1-0. Swing and a miss from St. Clair. 1 ball and 1 strike. Went chasing, a little bit front-footed. Pitch was on the outside part of the plate to the left-handed hitter and was well lunging into it. Burke leading off from first base. Pedersen holding there, and they throw it back to Pedersen at first. Once again, Burke is back safely. Out of the stretch. Daffron throws back towards first base. Really keeping an eye on the runner in Burke here in the bottom of the first. 1-1 the score, or 0-0 the score. 1-1 the count. Again, throwing back towards first base, diving back there safely is Burke. St. Clair shows bunt, bunts it to the third base side. Charging in is Warren, the third baseman. He collects, throw to first. Oh! It looked like St. Clair had beat it. They call him out. It looked like he beat it by a step. I mean, my reaction was he was safe. Whew. It's a tough one. It advances Burke over towards second. No contest from the Roseburg dugout. Now here's Cal Robbins. First pitch down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. So St. Clair out on a 5-3 ground out. Sacrifice bunt. Runner in scoring position for the Tribe. 1-0. Robbins takes. Down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Robbins, one of the top hitters on this Roseburg team. In fact, leading the team in batting average this season, hitting .538, 5 triples, 2 doubles. Grounds a ball to third. Bobbling it is Warren. He picks it up, throws to first base, and there is Pedersen to make the grab for out number 2. So back-to-back ground outs to third. 2 away. Runner at second here in the bottom of the first. Brings up Jake Johnson, who has a chance here to give himself the lead. Sun's starting to poke out from the third base side, coming from the west. Breaking through the clouds on an overcast day. Daffron delivers outside in the turf. Good stop from Patterson behind the plate. Brady catching today for the Black Tornado. Gets his body in front of it, keeps the runner at second and Burke. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch to Johnson. Lifted out towards center field. It drops down for a base hit. Burke is racing around third. The throw from Curtis in center field is cut off. And the Indians take the lead 1-0 here in the bottom of 1. Jake Johnson gives himself the lead as the second hit of the game brings in the first run. Still 2 away, but 1-0. Roseburg with the lead.
Johnson, the batter, the designated hitter, number 18, Luke Robbins.
So Johnson, an RBI single. Burke comes in. And now here's Luke Robbins, the DH. First pitch. Luke pops it up out towards the first base side. Pedersen chasing after it into foul territory. Over the shoulder catch is made. Phenomenal defensive play from Pedersen. And that'll do it for the Indians in the bottom of the first. So the Indians get 2 hits, bring in 1 run, and leave 1 stranded. No errors in the inning. 1-0 the score. Roseburg with the lead as we head to the second here on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Top of the second inning here at Champion Car Wash Field. Special thanks to our sponsor, Dr. Lance and Randall, Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Visit drrandall.com or call 541-378-6694. Indians leading 1-0 thanks to Jake Johnson, the pitcher on the mound. He came through with an RBI single in the bottom of the first, bringing in Paxton and Burke for the game's first run as the Indians lead 1-0. Coming up to the plate for North Medford here in the top of 2 is Mason Baker. So Baker, the DH, to the plate. Right-handed hitter. Looks and sees a breaking ball, just miss outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Baker. So Baker, the DH today, will be followed by Colton Miller and Jake Payton, batters 5, 6, and 7 in the order for North Medford. Foul back on the 1-0. 1 ball and 1 strike from Johnson, who had 2 strikeouts. Didn't allow a hit in the first inning. One pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball below the knees. Chasing it was Baker. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Johnson. 1-2. Upstairs and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. After last inning, Johnson was at the plate. Sun was peeking through, and now majority of the outfield, not just the infield, featuring some glimmer of sunshine. 2-2 down and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pretty decent turnout today. A lot of North Medford fans have made the trip up to Roseburg. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch popped in the air in the infield. Bowers, the catcher, behind the plate, looking for it, and he finds it. Makes the catch just shy of the Champion Car Wash Field logo for out number 1. So 1 out, nobody on, and now to the plate, Colton Miller. Miller, the left fielder, digging in. Right-handed hitter, sees the first pitch from the right-hander Johnson, whistle high. 1 ball and no strikes. Looked like a fastball from Johnson that had some velocity. Just couldn't locate the zone. 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, catches the zone right at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. Got a doubleheader here at Champion Car Wash Field. Not for the Indians, but Umpqua Valley Christian going to be taking on Douglas later on this evening at 7 p.m. 1-1 pitch. Breaking the ball and swung on again and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fool and Miller. Looks like Jake has the stuff going on here tonight. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch from Johnson. High. 2-2. Was looking for a chase from Miller on an elevated fastball. He didn't bite. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Johnson wiggles the mitt. Now winds. 2-2. Breaking ball down and inside. 3-2, and it feels like that's the sequence he's been running to. Fastball, then breaking ball. Unable to find the zone, and another full count for Johnson. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Jake Johnson, 2 away. That's his 3rd strikeout of the game. 2 up, 2 down to start this top of the 2nd inning. 1-0 the score. Roseburg with the lead. And here's Jake Payton. Payton, the right fielder, to the plate. No batting gloves on the right hand. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Has a black batting glove on the left hand. So a 1-for-2 look with the batting gloves. The 0-1 from Johnson. Down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Seven-hole hitter in Payton at the plate. Batting .154 this season. 1-1. Curveball right at the knees. 1-2, and that's where Johnson's been living. Connecting with the breaking ball towards the low portion of the zone. It's worked so far. The 1-2. Foul tipped into the mitt of Bowers. A strikeout for Johnson, his 4th. And that'll do it for North Medford. 3 up, 3 down, the Black Tornado go. We're heading to the bottom of the 2nd inning. 1-0 the score. Roseburg with the lead here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I'm confused by the huge market swings.
Get a better understanding of your finances. At Palm Wealth Management, we care about your priorities and help restore financial security. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Do I have enough money put away to retire?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor.
They reflect a style as unique as you are. They make first impressions. They provide space, add lasting beauty, and security. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
First pitch here in the bottom of the 2nd inning is a single up the middle. So A.J. Black comes up to the plate and puts it through the 4-6 hole. And so now Danner Wirtz will come up to the plate in this 1-0 ball game. Runner at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 2nd. Wirtz takes inside. 1 ball and no strikes here in the bottom of the second. So A.J. Black, the left fielder, the 6-hole hitter, leads off with a single, and now here's the 7-hole hitter, Danner Wirtz. Fletcher Coleman on deck. 1-0. Wirtz lines it out towards right center field. It's going towards the alley. Black going first to third, throwing it in is Easton Curtis, and staying at first base is Danner Wirtz. Back-to-back singles, and the Indians are in business here in the bottom of the second. Runners on the corners, nobody out, and it'll bring up Fletcher Coleman. Good piece of hitting for Danner Wirtz, who had the no-hitter on Saturday against South Medford. And the freshman, who made an impact on the mound, now making an impact at the plate. He'll lead off from first base. 4 hits now for the Indians in the game. Not even through 2. 1-0 the score. Runners on the corners. First pitch to Coleman. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and the pitch misses outside. 1-0. Interested to see if the Indians will keep it up. I like to go with the squeeze play here. Coleman shows bunt, bunts it up the middle. It is going to be a squeeze play. Black backtracks, trying to go back to third. The throw goes down to third, and they get him. Warren makes the tag. Good play from Patterson, and looked like Black almost got back to third base, but instead, it's a fielder's choice play. Wirtz advances to second. Coleman ends up at first base, but now 1 gone after the fielder's choice play. So runners at first and second, 1 out. First pitch. This is the zone to Caden Austin. So 1 ball, no strikes to the 9-hole hitter, Austin. As Wirtz in scoring position at second base. Daffron delivers. In for a strike on the low outside part of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Dominic Daffron, after allowing 2 hits and a run in the first, has allowed 2 hits here in the second. Has a chance to get out unscathed. Swing and a miss from Austin. Cut right under a fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the second baseman, 9-hole hitter. Started the season up in the order. They've moved him to the 9 spot to try to turn over the order. 1-2, elevated high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Austin this season batting .240. 6 hits, all of them singles. 2-2 delivery. Austin hits it into right field. Wirtz is going to be held up at third base. Payton throws it in from right field, and it'll be bases loaded for the Tribe. Good piece of opposite field hitting for Austin. Now bases loaded. 1 out. And the infield will come in for North Medford on the corners, with the middle of the infield playing at double play depth. Wirtz at third, Coleman at second, Austin at first, top of the order, and here's Paxton Burke, who singled his first time. Fouls off the first pitch at the plate, no balls and 1 strike. Burke, the game's lone run scored. Came in on the RBI hit from Jake Johnson last inning. Left-handed hitter at Burke. Tap of the right foot. And now Daffron steps off and wants a new pitch. The 0-1. Looked at outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Burke. Pitch from Daffron. Breaking ball outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Burke this season, 4th on the team in batting average. Batting .429 on the season. Swings and fouls off the 2-1. 2-2, stays alive. Looking for the right pitch. Daffron's 2-2. Foul tipped into the mitt of the catcher, Patterson. 2 away. So big strikeout for Daffron. That's his first K of the day. And now Dane St. Clair to the dish. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 1-0 the score. First pitch to St. Clair. Lifted in the air out towards left center field. Curtis charging in. He can't catch up to it. Wirtz is in to score. Right behind him is Coleman. Throw goes to third. Austin stops there, but moving over to second is St. Clair. And the Indians extend the lead. It is 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. Dane St. Clair comes through. Indians have 4 hits in the inning and now lead 3-0 with a chance for more. Brings up Cal Robbins, the team leader in batting average, after the 2 RBI single by Dane St. Clair. First pitch, Robbins takes a strike. 0-1. So Austin at third, St. Clair at second. The 0-1. Cal takes a strike at the knees. 0-2. Good pitch from Daffron. Indians a chance to break this game open. The 0-2. Robbins pops it up towards the first base side. Way out of play, and it lands foul. Seventh batter of the inning for Roseburg. The 0-2. Called strike 3. Fastball outside part of the plate. And Robbins goes down looking. 2 left stranded after 2 come in on 4 hits and no errors. Indians leading it 3-0 as we now head to the top of the third inning. You're listening to Roseburg Baseball here on 541radio.com and The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Top of the third inning. Score 3-0. Roseburg with the lead. Jake Johnson back on the bump for Roseburg.
First batter for North Medford at the top of the third inning. It'll be the first baseman, number 9, Cade Pedersen.
Brings up Cade Pedersen. So Pedersen, the 8-hole hitter. Johnson with 4 strikeouts on the day. The right-hander winds and deals. First pitch. Down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. So Johnson, he's thrown 2 innings. Just 1 base runner. It was a hit by pitch to Dominic Daffron, his counterpart. After that, strikeout, ground out, pop up, strikeout, strikeout. 0-1 from Johnson. Outside. 2 balls and no strikes from Jake Johnson. The 2-0 pitch. Foul tipped. 2 balls and 1 strike. So 1 ball and 2 strikes apparently. The 1-2, the call. Here's the pitch. Down and inside. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes from Johnson. Two. Up and away. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes. So a full count. Pitch from Johnson. Popped in the air out towards left field. Burke, the shortstop, loses the hat but finds the ball for out number 1. So 1 away here in the top of the third. 3-0 the score. Roseburg with the lead. Brings up Tate Snyder. 9-hole hitter for North Medford. Easton Curtis on deck. First pitch up and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Cal Robbins, the third baseman, playing fairly in at third. Almost near the grass on the infield. 1-0 fouled back off the netting. 1 ball and 1 strike from Johnson. Again, is coming off an impressive performance against Willamette last week. 5 hits, 3 runs across 5 innings and 10 strikeouts against the Wolverines. 1-1. Line drive out towards deep left center field. It's heading towards the track, and it's going to get down and roll towards the wall. St. Clair cuts it off, throws it in, but standing up at second with the first hit of the game is Tate Snyder for North Medford. So a double puts a runner in scoring position for North Bedford. And now Amos Bowers is going to go and talk things over with Johnson. Special thanks to our sponsor, Chuck Schwarm and Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? So top of the order now, 1 out. Runner in scoring position for the Black Tornado. Johnson out of the stretch delivers. Curtis bunts it towards the third base side. Robbins charges in. He doesn't have a play. Perfect bunt from Easton Curtis. Back-to-back hits. Runners on the corners for North Medford. So Johnson was nearly perfect through the first 2 innings. Just 1 runner on base due to a hit by pitch. 4 strikeouts across 2 innings, and now some trouble here in the third. Curtis on the move. Throw goes down towards second. The throw, not in time, as the tag was just behind the slide of Curtis. So a stolen base, and now 2 runners in scoring position for North Medford as they trail by 3. But a chance to get back into the game with the swing of a bat from Dominic Daffin. Daffin, the pitcher for North Medford. Chance to do what Jake Johnson did and help himself out. Breaking ball comes in for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strikes. Johnson in the first inning for Roseburg having an RBI single. Now Daffron, who's hitting for himself today. The pitcher a chance to drive in 2 runs. 1-1 pitch. Fastball down low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Johnson trying to keep North Medford off the board. 2-1. Breaking ball, early swing, and it's grounded foul to the third base side. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here in the top of the third. Johnson working out of the stretch. 2-2 pitch. Low. Another full count. Feels like this has been the 3rd or 4th full count that Johnson has faced today. Payoff pitch. Fouled away. Do it again. Snyder at third, Curtis at second. A double and a bunt single. Johnson nods the head and comes set. 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball inside. As Daffron bends backwards and gets out of the way. First walk today issued by Johnson. Bases loaded. Still just 1 out.
Next batter, number 14, Brady Patterson.
Brings up Brady Patterson, sophomore on this North Medford squad, the catcher today. Did not play in any of the games against the Indians last season. Sophomore takes up and away. 1 ball and no strikes to the left-handed hitter. Righty versus lefty battle here. Johnson dangles the arm. Now comes set at the waist. 1-0 pitch. Fastball called the strike on the outside part of the plate. 1-1. We'll see if Johnson goes with the curveball here. Feels like that's been routine so far. Fastball, then the breaking ball. 1-1. Fastball again. 1-2. So back-to-back heaters from Johnson. Looking for his 5th strikeout. Would be his 2nd here against Patterson, who was the 2nd strikeout victim back in the 1st. Looking for a big out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Popped in the air out towards shallow right field. Caden Austin, the second baseman, gets called off by Dane St. Clair, who makes the catch all the way from center field in right field. Throws it in. Bowers able to stop it behind the plate. No runners tagged. So a fly out from Patterson. And now 2 away with the bases loaded. Still 3-0 the score. Roseburg with the lead. Now the cleanup hitter, Ben Morgan, to the plate. Grounded out to second, his first time up. Johnson trying to get out of the jam. First pitch. Breaking ball at the knees. A strike. 0-1. Beautiful pitch from Johnson, who's gotten better as the season's gone on. The 0-1 delivery. Popped up out towards right field. Coleman back a few steps. Now comes in and makes the catch to end the inning. 2 hits for North Medford, but they can't score. 3 left stranded after the 2 hits and no errors. We're heading now to the bottom of the 3rd. 3-0 the score. You're listening to Roseburg Baseball here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
How should I be investing my money?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
In today's big box store, how-to YouTube video world, it is hard to do it yourself. If you're fixing your fence or putting in a new one, the only place to start is Quality Fence. We stock almost anything you need and take the time to show you how to really do it yourself. Visit the Quality Fence showroom in Roseburg and get great fencing ideas at qualityfenceco.com.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The first batter for Roseburg, number 17.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, 3-0 the score here at Champion Car Wash Field. Jake Johnson coming up to the plate here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. First pitch from Dominic Daffron. Breaking ball up and inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Jake. Starting pitcher today for Roseburg. He's done a good job through 3 innings. Has 4 strikeouts. No runs. Grounds a ball foul. Now 1 ball and 1 strike after ripping it on the turf towards the 3rd base side. Special thanks to our sponsor, Flyaway Travel. Contact the travel experts at Travel Leader, Flyaway Travel, and make sure that you have an agent in your corner. Johnson takes a pitch for a strike. 1-2. You can call 541-672-5701. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Johnson, who has an RBI single today. Swings and pops up a ball out towards right field. Over is Peyton. Out 7 feet from the line, makes the catch for out number 1. So Jake now 1 for 2 today. Brings up the 5-hole hitter, Luke Robbins. Robbins popped up to first base, his first time up. Second AB for the DH today. Luke, late swing, fouls it off. 0-1. 3-0 the score. Roseburg 1 run in the first inning, 2 runs in the second. See if they get 3 here in the third. 0-1 pitch. Robbins swings, pops it up in the infield. Behind the plate is Patterson, and he hits the fence as the ball also hits the netting. So no balls and 2 strikes after back-to-back foul balls from Luke Robbins. Luke batting .348 this season. Takes a pitch low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. .348 average, 8 hits, 7 singles and a double. 1-2. Ground ball towards the left side of the field. Backhanded by the shortstop Morgan. Long throw to first base. It bounced in towards Pedersen, but he couldn't pick it off the ground. Would have beaten Robbins, but instead it's going to go in the turf. And will be credited as the 6th hit of the game, rather 7th hit of the game for Roseburg. So a runner at first and 1 out. First pitch to A.J. Black. Cut on and miss. 0-1. So Robbins gets an infield hit. Here's Black, who singled his first time up. Did not come in and score. Looks at a pitch for a strike. Fastball at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Black led off last inning with the single, the 0-2. Goes down swinging, throw back towards first base. The back pick not in time. But a strikeout for Daffron. 2 away.
Batter number 20, Tanner Wirtz.
3rd strikeout for the right-hander, who's gotten better as the day's gone on. Especially towards the end of last inning and the second time through the order. Settling in a little bit. 1 ball and no strikes to Tanner Wirtz, big freshman who also singled the last inning. 1-0. Down and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Threw the no-hitter on Saturday in game number 2 against South Medford. Second on the team in batting average, hitting .500, entering today. 2-0. Wirtz takes a breaking ball down low. 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 the score. Runner at first and 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Roseburg leading. Wirtz taken all away on the 3-0. It's a fastball right down Broadway. 3-1. Daffron nods his head, comes set out of the stretch. Delivers a fastball. Comes in for a strike. Right at the chest on the outside part of the plate. So a full count to Wirtz. Payoff pitch, breaking ball below the knees. So a walk will put 2 on with 2 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Next batter, number 2, Fletcher Coleman.
So Robbins advances to second. Wirtz at first, and here's Fletcher Coleman. First pitch to the left-handed hitter. Fastball inside. 1-0. Coleman reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. Throw back towards second. Robbins just able to get back in time. Somehow maneuvered away from the tag. Looked like the throwback was a pretty good one from Daffron. 1-0. Coleman cuts and misses. 1-1. May have gotten a piece of it for a foul tip. Either way, 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch to Coleman. Taken for a strike. Low outside part of the plate, 1-2. Indians looking to add on to their lead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Coleman checks his swing. Did he go around? No, he did not. Peel was made by Patterson, the catcher behind the plate. The 2-2. Grounder towards the left side. Morgan picks it up, shuffles it over towards second base, and that'll do it for the Indians in the bottom of the third. One left stranded after one hit, no runs and no errors. We're now heading on to the top of the fourth inning. The score is 3-0, Roseburg with the lead. Here on 541radio.com and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Top of the fourth inning, it is 3-0. Roseburg with the lead here at Bill Gray Legion Stadium, Champion Car Wash Field. Special thanks to our sponsor, Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area. That is Fisher's Hearth and Home over on Harvard. Mason Baker, the DH, going to be leading things off for North Medford here in the top of the fourth. Jake Johnson still on the bump. Right-hander delivers a breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. North Medford fans unhappy with that one. Johnson's gotten a lot of favorable calls on the breaking ball. The 0-1, another breaking ball. This one belted out towards left field, but staying in the yard for A.J. Black as it dies down. And he makes the catch for out number one. Looked like pretty good contact from Baker. Maybe just a hair early. So one out, nobody on in this 3-0 game here in the top of the fourth. Brings up Colton Miller, the left fielder. Breaking ball, grounded through the 5-6 hole into left field. One out single. Third hit of the game for North Medford puts Miller at first base.
Number 16, Jake Payton.
Brings up Jake Payton. Struck out swinging his first time up. Indians looking to turn two here. Defensively at double play depth. First pitch. Foul tipped in the mitt of Bowers, the catcher. 0-1. Defensively still out there. A.J. Black in left field. Dane St. Clair in center field. Fletcher Coleman in right. Cal Robbins at third. Paxton Burke the shortstop. Kane Austin at second. Throw back towards first where Danner Wirtz is patrolling. Back there safely is Miller. And again, Amos Bowers behind the plate. Catching today for Roseburg. No balls in, one strike. Johnson out of the stretch. Nods his head and comes set at the waist. The 0-1 pitch. Looked at for a strike. 0-2. Indians 1 run in the first, 2 in the second. No runs in the bottom of the third. Still leading by 3. Johnson ahead, 0-2. Looking for another strikeout. The pitch, outside. Fastball just a little bit wide from Johnson. So far today has 4 strikeouts, all of them coming in the first 2 innings. Looking for his 5th here. Johnson's 1-2, breaking ball outside, runner on the move, throw down towards second, a perfect one from Bowers as Miller's out at 2. So just like that, 2 outs, nobody on, and now 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Johnson has an opportunity here for a unique 1-2-3 inning. Out of the windup, the 2-2 pitch. Popped up in the infield and now drifting foul behind the plate. Hits the wooden roof right in front of us. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll do it again. Pitch from Johnson. Breaking ball away. 3-2. Looked like a slider that time from Johnson. Three balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Johnson. That's his 5th. And 1-2-3 they go in unique fashion. 3-0 the score as we head now to the bottom of the 4th inning. Indians 7 hits to North Medford's 3. You're listening to Roseburg Baseball. You're on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Always handled my own finances, but I need help.
Get a better understanding of your finances. At Palm Wealth Management, we care about your priorities and help restore financial security. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
How should I be investing my money?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor. Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
First pitch here in the bottom of the 4th inning is popped up towards left field, and it goes just out of play over the wall as Colton Miller was chasing after it. 3-0 the score. Roseburg with the lead here in the bottom of the 4th, and there's Caden Austin at the plate. Austin fouls off the pitch. 0-1. No balls and 2 strikes now to Austin, who grounds the ball towards the left side of the infield. Warren, the third baseman, collects and throws to first base to beat the speedy Austin by about a step and a half. So 1 away. Nobody on here in this 3-0 game. Bottom of the 4th and top of the order now to Paxton Burke, who's 1 for 2 today. Struck out, swing in his last time up. Dominic Daffron delivers a strike. 1-1. Burke had a single and scored back in the 1st inning, so a 1 for 2 day for the leadoff man, up for the 3rd time. Daffron, his 3rd time through the order, gets a swing and a miss from Burke. 0-2, and Daffron certainly has settled in the 2nd time through the order. The 0-2, Burke fouls it back. Do the 0-2 again. Second time through the order, 4 strikeouts for Daffron. Misses outside, 1-2. He's allowed just 2 hits and a walk during that span. 1-2. High. 2-2. Pretty good considering that 5 hits were recorded through the 1st time through the order, as this one's grounded out towards the right side. At second base, it's Snyder who picks it up and throws to first base to retire Burke. 2 up, 2 down to begin this bottom of the 4th inning. And now brings up Dane St. Clair. One of the 2 batters with hits the 2nd time through the order for Roseburg. Drives the ball towards center field on the first pitch he sees, but it's a hard line out to Easton Curtis for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, the Indians go. We're now heading to the top of the 5th inning. 3-0 the score. Roseburg with the lead. You're on 541radio.com and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Top of the 5th inning, 3-0 the score. It is Roseburg with the lead. Special thanks to our sponsor, DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop, as well as Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. So Jake Johnson still out there for Roseburg. So far, no runs allowed. Just 3 hits given up. Has walked 1 batter and has hit another.
Going to the top of the 5th inning, the first batter is number 9, Cade Pedersen.
Cade Pedersen, Tate Snyder, and Easton Curtis do up 8, 9, and 1 for North Medford. First pitch from Johnson. Pitch down and away. 1 ball and no strikes to Pedersen, up for the second time today. Popped up to shortstop back in the 3rd inning. Johnson winds the 1-0. Called a strike. Outside part of the plate, 1-1. Sun really peeking through now after a cloudy, overcast start to this game with a little bit of drizzle in the pregame. A lot more sunshine. Ball grounded towards the right side of the infield. Austin charges in, and underhand toss to Wirtz at first base for out number 1. So nobody on, 1 out in this 3-0 game. Roseburg with the lead in the top of the 5th. Here's Tate Snyder. At the Black Tornadoes' first hit of the game. It was a double in the 3rd. Checks his swing and fouls it off. 0-1. Just clipped the metal bat. It was part of a 2-hit 3rd inning for North Medford. They had 2 in scoring position but couldn't score. The 0-1 popped in the air out towards shortstop. Burke into the grass now. Makes the catch for out number 2. Two gone, nobody on, and it brings up the top of the order in Easton Curtis.
Batter number 3, Easton Curtis.
He's 1 for 2, had a bunt single and a stolen base in the 3rd inning. Struck out swinging. The first time he faced off against Johnson in the 1st. Gets out of the way on a breaking ball inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Curtis, first team All-League selection a year ago. 1-0. Hits it out towards right field on a few hops as it goes between the first and second baseman through the 3-4 hole. Easton Curtis has his 2nd hit of the game. Extends the inning. 4th hit of the day for North Medford. Half of them going to their leadoff hitter. Runner at first. 3-0 the score. Johnson out of the stretch. Delivers a first pitch ball outside. 1-0 to Dominic Daffron. Hit by pitch in the 1st, walked in the 3rd. Pitcher a chance to try to get something going offensively for himself. Takes a pitch high from Johnson. 2 balls and no strikes. Tim Sester, the assistant coach for Roseburg, directing the defense from the dugout. 2-0. Fastball low, just below the knees. 3 balls and no strikes to Daffron. Johnson's 3-0. Taken for a strike. 3-1. Three-one pitch. Low. Throw goes down towards second. It doesn't matter. It goes into center field, though, and that will matter as Curtis will be able to advance to third. So after the walk to Daffron, runners on the corners for North Medford here in the top of the 5th inning.
Running at first base will be number 8, Zach Decker. The batter is number 14, Brady Patterson.
So here's Brady Patterson. Runners on the corners here in the top of the 5th inning. 3-0, Roseburg with the lead. Johnson trying to keep it that way. First pitch lined out towards Burke, the shortstop, and it goes right into his mitt. Makes the catch just left of the second base bag for the final out. A hit, 2 left stranded, no runs and no errors. We're heading down to the bottom of the 5th inning. Roseburg is leading 3-0 here on the Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Bottom of the 5th inning. It is 3-0. Roseburg with the lead here at Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field.
We go down to the bottom of the 5th inning. The first batter for Roseburg, number 14, Cal Robbins.
Cal Robbins leading things off for the Indians as they lead 3-0 thanks to a 1-run first and a 2-run second. Both teams have been scoreless since then. First pitch, fouled off. 0-1 from Dominic Daffron, still out there. Third time through the order for the right-hander. Second team All-League selection a year ago for North Medford. The 0-1. Breaking ball in the zone. Called a strike. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. Sounds like a car horn is going off in the distance. Packed crowd here at Champion Car Wash Field. 1-2 pitch. Robbins pops it up out towards right field. Into foul territory. A long run, and it's just a little bit too far for Jake Payton, who couldn't track it down as it fell into the deep corner out in right field. Honestly, almost over the wall. Would have been impressive for Robbins. It's 320 feet down towards the right field line. Probably fell about 315. Just a few feet right of the chuck. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch to Cal. Breaking ball called strike 3. Beautiful pitch from Daffron. Able to connect with the upper inner portion of the plate, and Robbins is now 0 for 3 today. Team leader in batting average. Goes down on strikes looking. Third strikeout for Daffron. As a foul tip now from Jake Johnson. No balls, 1 strike. Nobody on in this 3-0 game. Bottom of the 5th inning. Roseburg leading by 3. Johnson, the pitcher, takes low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Special thanks to our sponsor, Gibbs RV Superstore. You got to get to Gibbs. 1-1 pitch. Hard swing, but fouled away by Johnson. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Umpqua Valley Christian will be taking on Douglas right after this one here at Champion Car Wash. 1 hopper to second on the 1-2 pitch. Throw over from Snyder to first, retires Johnson. Out number 2.
Next batter will be number 18, Luke Robbins.
Brings up Luke Robbins. And now goes over to talk things over with Coach Sestair. Special thanks to our sponsor, McClendon Smokehouse, a family-owned meat shop and smokehouse offering a wide selection plus fresh produce, baked goods, and a general grocery selection. Stop by on West Harvard Avenue. First pitch in for a strike. 0-1 to Robbins. The 0-1. Breaking ball grounded towards the left side, and it's through the 5-6 hole for Robbins. So he'll have a single. Extends the inning for the Indians.
Next batter is number 15.
2 for 3 day for Luke, his second hit of the afternoon. First pitch now to A.J. Black is whacked out towards right field, and it's down for a base hit. So back-to-back singles. Put 2 on here in the 5th for the Indians. Runner in scoring position and Luke Robbins.
Next batter, number 20.
Indians now have 9 hits on the afternoon, just 3 runs to show for it. So runners at first and second. First pitch now to Danner Wirtz. Breaking ball, drops in for a strike at the knees. 0-1. Wirtz a single and a run scored in the second. Walked his last time up. The 0-1, low. 1-1. Roseburg looking for a 2-out rally. 1-1 pitch. Slider up and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 3-0 the score. Roseburg with the lead. 2-1 pitch. Grounded towards the right side. At second, it's Snyder. He throws over to first. Then the inning. Indians get 2 on, but leave 2 stranded. No runs and no errors. We're now heading to the 6th inning. It is 3-0. Roseburg with the lead. Here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Top of the 6th inning, it is 3-0 the score. Roseburg with the lead. Been a great afternoon for Jake Johnson so far. Looking to keep it up here in the top of the 6th inning. Special thanks to our sponsor, Palm Wealth Management, a member of D.A. Davidson and Company, member SIPC.
First batter for North Medford's number 1, Ben Morgan.
Ben Morgan leading things out for North Medford. The right-handed hitter digs in against the right-hander in Johnson. The wind, the pitch. First pitch here in the top of the 6th. Inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Each team held scoreless over the last 3 frames. 1-0 pitch from Johnson. Late swing, but fouled away by Morgan. 1-1. Ben Morgan so far 0 for 2. Ground out towards second and a pop-up to right field. Cleanup hitter today. Trying to go 1 for 3 here. 1-1 pitch. Line towards left field. It's down and cut it off towards the wall was A.J. Black. Keeps it a single. Throw back towards first base. A late play, but back there safely as Morgan took a big lead towards second and just got back in time. So a base hit.
Next batter will be number 5, Mason Baker.
Now 5 hits for North Medford. Still no runs for the Black Tornado. And here's Mason Baker. First pitch. Baker takes high. 1 ball and no strikes. Here in the top of the 6th. Baker popped up behind the plate. Flew out to left field in his 2 previous ABs. 1-0. Hit out towards right center field. It's down. And now chasing it into the alleyway is St. Clair. He throws it in. Throw goes towards first base. Stopping at second with the double is Baker. Morgan ends up at third. It's a double, and now 2 in scoring position in a 3-run game. Still nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning.
Next batter, number 4, Colton Miller.
Brings up Colton Miller. So here's Miller, strikeout and a single so far. First pitch. Taken inside, 1-0. Colton's spelt with a C, not with a K. If it's spelt with a K, he might be a left tackle for the Las Vegas Raiders. Instead, he's the left fielder today for North Medford. 1-0. Up and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. So Baker at second, Morgan at third. North Medford is threatening here on the top of the 6th. They haven't scored all game long. 2-0. Grounder towards the third base side. Foul. 2-1. Johnson in a jam. Right-hander dangling his arm and comes set at the waist. 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Drops in for a strike. Beautiful pitch. Started above the helmet and then broke in right at the chest. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Johnson looking for his 6th strikeout. He gets it. Backwards K, a fastball right down Broadway. Sends down Miller on strikes for the 2nd time today. And now brings up Jake Payton with 1 out and 2 in scoring position here in the top of the 6th inning. Johnson out of the stretch. Bunt shown, it's bunted, foul. Off the netting towards the first base side. No balls and 1 strike. Payton so far, 2 strikeouts. Picked up a strikeout in the 2nd and 4th. Going to avoid the sombrero here. Johnson fires a 0-1. Grounded to the 3rd. Diving play by Robbins. Comes home. The tag in time. Heck of a play from Cal, who lunges towards his right, backhands the ball, and throws it home to Bowers, who applies the tag on Morgan to keep the Black Tornado off the board. So a fielder's choice ground out. 2 outs. Still 2 on, but now instead of second and third, first and second with 2 outs. Still 3-0. Roseburg with the lead. Cade Pedersen. Foul tips the first pitch he sees. 0-1. Baker remained at second after the ball was hit towards third. The 0-1. Grounded towards the left side of the infield. Burke backhands, throws towards third. It goes wide. Now coming home from third is Baker. The slide from Johnson. He can't collect in time, and it's going to be a run off of the air from Paxton Burke. So a lot happening there. Burke, a nice play deep in the hole to backhand it. He threw it towards third, but it went wide of Robbins. And so Mason Baker goes second to home. Payton goes first to third on the air. And Pedersen is going to get to first. After I believe it would be an infield single and a fielder's choice error. Regardless, though, it's going to be runners at first and third, and now a 3-1 game. So the first run given up today for Roseburg. It's an unearned run. And now Tate Snyder to the plate. Runners on the corners. First pitch, fouled back. 0-1. So North Medford now up to, I believe, 7 hits today. Indians commit their first error defensively. The 0-1. Fastball hot. 1 ball and 1 strike. So the defense today for Roseburg has been really strong. It's their first blemish. 1-1. Hit right back to Johnson. He snags the liner and retires Snyder for the final out here in the top of the 6th inning. 1 run comes in on 2 hits and an error. 2 left stranded. We're now heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. The score is 3-1 in favor of Roseburg. You're listening to Indians Baseball. You're on 541radio.com and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I'm confused by the huge market swings.
Get a better understanding of your finances. At Palm Wealth Management, we care about your priorities and help restore financial security. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Do I have enough money put away to retire?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor.
They reflect a style as unique as you are. They make first impressions. They provide space, add lasting beauty, and security. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
First pitch here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Fletcher Coleman fouls it up towards the third base side, and it goes out of play. Three to 1 the score. Roseburg with the lead. No balls and 1 strike here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Special thanks to our sponsor, Palm Wealth Management, a member of D.A. Davidson and Company, member SIPC, Bowers Industrial, a proud supporter of our local community and youth sports. The 0-1, Coleman shows bunt, bunts it towards the third base side. At third, Warren Fields throws to first. A stretch is made by Pedersen, which retires Fletcher Coleman. Nice stretch from the first baseman, 1 out. as Dominic Daffron has gone toe-to-toe with Jake Johnson, allowed 3 runs through the first 2 innings and has settled in since. First pitch now to Caden Austin is taken inside, 1-0. Austin today, 1 for 2, a single and a ground out. Looks at a fastball up and away. 2 balls and no strikes to Caden Austin. Pitch. Austin rips it to third, but it goes left of the chalk, foul. 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Austin, the 9-hole hitter. Paxton Burke on deck. 2-1. Breaking ball in the turf. Austin thought about it. Wisely held up. 3 balls and 1 strike. Looks like a right-hander starting to warm up for Roseburg. Austin swings and pops it up towards the first base side. Pedersen at first base makes the grab for out number 2. Two outs, nobody on. Brings up Paxton Burke. First pitch. This is the zone, 1-0. Looks like Cal Robbins was the one warming up. 1-0, swing and a miss from Burke, 1-1. It was him and his brother Luke out there at the bullpen, playing catch for a little bit. They've since returned to the dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Burke, fouled back, 1-2. Cal is in the hole, so that may be part of the reason why. So 1 ball and 2 strikes with nobody on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-1 the score. Pitch to Burke. High. 2-2. Indians trying to go 3-1 in league play this season. Trying to hang on, maybe add on to their lead here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch to Burke. Low. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Popped in the air out towards shallow left field. Morgan, the shortstop, gets called off by Warren, the third baseman. And that'll do it for the Indians in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3 up, 3 down they go. We're heading to the 7th. Indians trying to close it out here on 541radio.com, and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Top of the 7th inning. Special thanks to our sponsor, Quality Fence, doing it right for you. Call 541-664-2281, as well as Southern Septic Service. From residential to commercial, Southern Septic Service has your behind covered when it comes to septic tank plumbing and inspections, portable toilet rentals, and grease trap cleaning. Southern Septic Service is women and veteran owned and a proud supporter of our local sports teams. So the Indians lead 3-1 as we begin the top of the 7th inning.
We'll go to the top of the 7th inning. First batter for North Medford is the top of the order, number 3, Easton Curtis.
Easton Curtis going to lead things off, top of the order for North Medford. Jake Johnson still out there for Roseburg. First pitch, grounded through the 5-6 hole into left field by Easton Curtis. It's a 3-for-4 day for Curtis, who has been killing it at the plate for North Medford. Now have 8 hits, and 3 of them have been Easton Curtis, and this may be it for Johnson. Steve Patterson coming out, takes the ball from Jake Johnson. So Johnson, his day is done. Couldn't pitch a complete 7, and he's going to head over towards third base as Cal Robbins is going to come in. We'll take a timeout, 1-minute timeout. When we return, we'll get you the final line for Jake Johnson here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
How should I be investing my money?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
In today's big box store, how-to YouTube video world, it is hard to do it yourself. If you're fixing your fence or putting in a new one, the only place to start is Quality Fence. We stock almost anything you need and take the time to show you how to really do it yourself. Visit the Quality Fence showroom in Roseburg and get great fencing ideas at QualityFenceCo.com.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
So the new pitcher in the game is Cal Robbins. So far this season, he's thrown 2 1/3 innings. He has a 1-0 record with a save on the season as well. He's given up just 2 hits in the 2 previous games he's played in 2 1/3 innings. Throw back towards first base. Back there safely is Easton Curtis. 3-1 the score. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. 2-hole hitter here. Dominic Daffon at the plate, and he'll take a strike. 0-1 from Robbins. Tying runner at the dish here on the top of the 7th. 3-1 the score. Last inning, it was a run coming in for North Medford as there's a swing and a miss from Daffron. 0-2. Came on an error from Paxton Burke. Jake Johnson, 6 innings pitched, 8 hits, 1 run. It wasn't earned. 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and a strike so far is responsible for Curtis at first base. Pitch in the turf, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So potentially a no earned run day for Jake Johnson. Hoping Robbins can help him out on the mound. The 1-2 fouled off. Staying alive is Daffron. See the Douglas Trojans in the building, as well as Umpqua Valley Christian. Those 2 Douglas County teams squaring off at the top of the hour. Swing and a miss, a strikeout for Robbins. Daffron goes down swinging. 6 o'clock, we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. First strikeout for Cal Robbins. 1 out, a runner at first base. Wirtz holding there. Swing on a first pitch. It's popped in the air in foul territory. Jake Johnson at third base ranges over and makes the catch to retire Brady Patterson. So just like that, 2 away. Runner at first in a 2-run ball game, top of the 7th. Indians trying to hang on, improve to 6-3 on the season, 3-1 in Southwest Conference play. 2 teams in the OSA rankings out of 48 teams at the 6A rank. Roseburg right now at number 8, North Medford at number 7. Be a big win for the Indians. Cleanup hitter Ben Morgan to the dish. First pitch to him from Robbins comes in a strike on the inside part of the plate, 0-1. Morgan a ground out to second, a pop up to right field, and a single so far today. The single came in his last AB. The 0-1 almost hit him. Was able to turn inside, avoid the pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Robbins, the sophomore, comes set at the waist, now throws back towards first base. Diving back there safely is Easton Curtis, who already has a stolen base today. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch from Robbins. Grounded foul to the third base side. 1-2. Black Tornado down to their final strike. Robbins hoping to close it out with a strikeout here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here in the top of the 7th, 3-1, Roseburg with the lead. The pitch from Robbins. Called strike 3. The Indians win it 3-1. Cal Robbins slams the door, gets a strikeout, and Roseburg wins the game 3-1 after a hot start, scoring 1 run in the first and 2 in the second. Great pitching from Jake Johnson. 6 innings pitched, no earned runs, just 1 unearned run coming in today. We'll break it all down. Indians win this one to improve to 6-3 on the season, 2-1 in league play. North Medford, they suffer their first Southwest Conference loss of the season. They're now 6-3. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, wrap things up here at Champion Car Wash Field, here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor. Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
How should I be investing my money?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Do I have enough money put away to retire?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Welcome back to Champion Car Wash Field. Nate Uretsky, happy to be with you this afternoon. Special thanks to our sponsor, Roseburg Country Club. Stop by for the open house golf membership drive on May 4th from 5 to 8 p.m. Sign up for a membership that day and get 25% off. Special thanks again to all of our sponsors, Roseburg Disposal, Barnes Heating and Cooling, Dr. Lance and Randall, Chuck Schwarm and Family Auto Repair, Flyway Travel, Fisher's Hearth and Home, DC Farmers Co-op, Cascade Community Credit Union, McClendon Smokehouse, Gibbs RV Superstore, Palm Wealth Management, Bowers Industrial, Quality Fence, Southern Septic Service, and Roseburg Country Club. Indians win this one 3-1. They had 9 hits in the afternoon. North Medford 8 hits today, but the Indians prevail 3-1 thanks to a 1-run first inning. Jake Johnson, the winning pitcher today, he delivered a run in the first inning to bring in Paxton Burke, part of a 2-hit inning for the Indians. Johnson helped himself out. He was excellent today on the mound. 6 innings pitched, 8 hits, just 1 run allowed. It was unearned. 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and 6 strikeouts across the 6 innings for Jake Johnson, 4 of them coming in the first 2 innings. Cal Robbins came in, picked up the save, 1 inning pitch, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. But the Indians scored 1 run in the first and then 2 runs in the second, thanks to a 2 RBI single from Dane St. Clair. Overall, the Indians today, again, 9 hits, only 1 error defensively. North Medford, no errors defensively. Pretty good defensive day. And Dominic Defron really stepped things up after the first 2 innings. He settled in, picked up a total of 4 strikeouts in the afternoon. Make it actually 5 strikeouts in the afternoon for Defron. Really good day for him after the first 2 innings, settled in. Indians just had 3 hits after the first 2 innings after picking up 6 through the first 2 frames. Roseburg now moves on to now 6-3 on the season, 3-1 in league play. North Medford, they're now 6-3 on the season, 1-1 in league play. The Indians tomorrow will have another game back at home. No games this weekend. They do not have a doubleheader in Southwest Conference play. They have the weekend off after a doubleheader this past weekend against South Medford. So the Indians are off this weekend, but they do have a game tomorrow. They're going to have a game that has now moved from 5 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. They'll be taking on the Sprague Olympians. North Medford, they are going to be playing a doubleheader this weekend at Sheldon High School. Games at 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. up in Eugene. Indians win this one by a final score of 3-1. Indians again back in action tomorrow. We'll have the call right here on 541radio.com. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. Follow us on social media at 1490 The Score and subscribe on our YouTube channel at 1490 The Score as well. Be locked in. We'll have the pregame show at 4:15 p.m. right here on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Again, you can watch online with live video simulcast at 541radio.com. Indians win this one 3-1. Special thanks to everybody that made this broadcast possible. To Adam Blue, the athletic director at Roseburg High School. To our producer back in studio, Dale Cranford. I'm Nate Uretsky saying so long from Champion Car Wash Field. We'll see you tomorrow at 4:15 for more Roseburg baseball here on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490.